Tea. I'm hoping you can hear okay. I feel very far. Anyways, warm welcome to everyone. Happy Diwali. And of course, a super, super warm welcome to our dear national treasure.
Same welcome, same temperature welcome to me, to every one of you. So happy to see you all here. Nice. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Technologies, for making these flights between Edmonton and between Calgary and Montreal so quick now.
Wherever we are.
We fly in a second. What Baba has been telling us for ages, we finally understand what he's talking about. When he says in a second, he was already on Zoom before we came in. So it takes a second. Anyway, greetings to everyone.
Very nice. Thank you so much for joining us, Eric Bai. It's really lovely. And I know for some souls, this might be the first time meeting. I know, it's crazy. I mean, other than
Gosh.
5 years ago.
Okay, take it easy.
So yes.
I'll quit my camera so they can go one little few minutes at a time. Otherwise, it might be difficult.
Yes, little doses of Eric. But maybe, I don't know if souls who are meeting Eric for the first time in this Kalpa, if you want to just wave your hand in the air.
Wow.
Is that Mahendra?
Well, greetings to both of you. Very nice.
Manpreet, okay. I was like, Amit, Manpreet. Is that it? Okay. And Manisha. Manisha, were you waving your hand? Yeah. So meet Eric, the phenomena.
I saw that on YouTube.
You've seen the phenomena on YouTube. Anyways, it's really lovely to have you with us. We've been trying for so long. I apologize. It's not that you're not.
No, not a problem.
But crazy schedule. So we were delighted you could come, say hello, share greetings, inspirations, meet souls, and just be yourself. So
just be myself. That's dangerous, Judy. You should not give me such an open mandate like this. You don't know what you're getting into.
It's a wonderful thing. So Brother Eric is absolutely absorbed in the vision of love, and love within the self, within the family, within the world, that we will become the example of a rosary of love to the world. And so I'm really happy to hear whatever you wish to share to inspire and inflame that vision. It's a beautiful vision.
Thank you, Judy. And so happy to see some of my good old friends here. Valerie, so nice to see you. We've been, she knows me, Valerie knows me when I was a little boy, younger one. She saw me battling with Maya terribly, learning to become a little bit more stable mentally. She witnessed the making of a old Brahmin. How do you create an antique from scratch? Valerie has had the opportunity to see part of it. Judy came when I was already slightly a little more polished, and I passed on to her the Calgary flame. So she took over the Calgary flame. You wanted to say something, Valerie? Or?
It's so lovely to see you, Brother Eric, and you are definitely, even though anyway, you are like basically my older brother, and such a gift in my Brahmin life, and such a wonderful friend and confidant and guide. You have, by being yourself, Eric, you really did help me with my early days in Guyana. So thank you for being such a rare gem in a world of rhinestones out there. You're a true diamond. Thank you.
Valerie and I had healing walks in the Rockies. They were memorable and as healing for me, hopefully as they were for you, but I know they were a fusion of level of exchange in Brahmin life, which is so essential when we talk about the real things, and there's no filter, no senior, no junior, no older, younger, just who we are as souls. And Some of you, even with your mask, I can figure out who you are. Some I can just recognize the mask. It reminds me of something, but oh no, I see you. Thank you. And I remember my memories. You know, the Google is very nice because it keeps sending me every day. Remember such a year, at such a date you were there. And so all my visit in Calgary came back in the Google when the photos keep emerging. So I cannot forget these moments. Riding in Hendrug's beautiful new car at the time was a memorable experience. I don't feel any similar experience in any car I'm driving these days anymore. So I lost complete interest in driving until I go back to Calgary. And yeah, it's so nice to see your faces. When I was not really preparing, actually, I was eating nuts and fruits before, in between the Merle and coming to you. And I was thinking, okay, what is the program? Or maybe we just need to dance. There's nothing, no need to talk. And I said, anyway, to my mind, I was thinking the only preparation for me in these kind of moments is to pay attention to where am I going? And in my mind, I was just, remembering Calgary and just remembering my trip, of course, but the long-term affection and connection I have with you all, and just remembering you. I think this is the preparation. And like you said, Judy, this experience of love is becoming so predominant and so real, so, yeah, so I would say dominant. And it's the majority of the virtues is being taken over by this feeling of love. And I'm sure you listened to Baba's Merle this morning, and how does he start and how does he end? And the beginning of the Merle is such a beautiful invitation of, expressing his love for us. And sometimes I wonder, is he just making it up? Is he just reading novels between Merles and having his little moments, getting bored in the subtle region, reading Lockic novels and saying, oh, I'm going to say something like this to my children. You are the love of my life. I can't live without you. And I says, where is he getting his inspirations from? And then, no, Baba is unique. No human being can tell us your love makes me corporeal and it brings me into the world, and you are in the ocean of love, but I'm in the ocean of 1,000 Ganges. I don't know. I received lots of beautiful letters of love in my life. That's part of French culture. But Baba tops them all. There's no equivalent. And at the end, he just showers us again with his love. And we had the long discussion after Merle in Montreal this morning, and I was sharing that, I'm really, really, really convinced that this is the, how do you call it, the well. This is the well where we have to dig to find the secret to all the, to answer all the problems, all the difficulties. Love is the flame. I mean, there's no purity, of course, is the foundation, but remove love and there's nothing. But the kind of love that we're talking about, that's the trick. It's not just love, because we all have different experiences of love. And having love for Shiv Baba is not like having love for your puppy and dogs and cats, at home sometimes, or for your neighbor, or for a Brahmin sister, or for Daddy G. It doesn't work the same way. So love is definitely a big, big thing. But I can, I don't know, how long do you want me to say hello, Judy? A few minutes, or are we going to dance? Are we doing something?
I was hoping that you would start to dance and sing.
Okay.
And eat some chole. I'm shocked that you didn't bring a flower.
I know, actually, yeah, they're all gone. They're on the balcony, with the balcony.
You are the flower. You are
0 degrees. It's 0 degrees, so flowers are not lasting very much on my balcony these days.
It's all good. You are the flower, Eric. No, it's just.
I'll be the living flower.
You are a living flower, and you can speak for as long or as short as you want. We just really wanted to see your face. You're reaching the stage where you probably don't need to do much of anything, just like Daddy, you just kind of show up and
No, not yet, not yet. I can confirm. I looked at the way that Baba gave us a chart this morning in the Murli. You know, for me, the Murli was about defining karmatic stage and making us churn about the difference between being equal, like being like Baba, equal, being complete, and being perfect was the difference between the three. So he didn't explain, but he gave us a hint about defining karmatic stage. It's quite very interesting how he defined it. Then he gave us many, a grill, a little bit, a chart to evaluate where we're at. And he gave us the example of Brahma, what Brahma revealed by becoming karmatit and what he proved by being karmatit. And then Baba gave us many hints about the way we experience service. And we can check in our relationship with service how far we have reached the karmatic stage. And then he gave us the method to reach that karmatic stage. So I'm not going to repeat all this, but it's powerful Murli. And you know, my sharing this morning was about, I don't know what you did last night. I tried my best. You know, yesterday I was a little boy trying to be obedient and very Indian. So I saw the little video of the tutorial of cleaning the house by Bhumi and the army of cleaners. I have to admit, I didn't clean in between the cracks of my doors and the edges on the ceiling. I didn't do the whole thing, but I spent most of the day cleaning yesterday. Cleaned the floor, I cleaned everything, and it was just a long day of cleaning, but fun, you know, just enjoying. This is Diwali. And in the evening, I put candles everywhere in my apartment, and I enjoyed. It was fresh. I think I put too much product for the floor, so it smells more like I was going to die, you know, from this chemical from the floor. But I put extra incense, and that was okay. But it was clean. It was really, really clean, you know. And then I thought I would go to the center after Sister Moini's book message to celebrate. And I reached the center, and there was about 5 people, and it was very quiet, and there was absolutely no feeling of celebration whatsoever. It was just, actually, if you saw the image of the Edmonton Center, it was just a stage, and you could see my
Edmonton, Montreal.
In what did I say?
Edmonton?
Oh, you see, I'm totally lost. If you saw the center in Montreal, there was only the stage, and you can only see my foot in the corner. Nobody saw it. But it was not dancing or celebrating at all. And this morning I said, well, was it really a Diwali or was it half a Diwali? I don't know what you did all at home and if you danced and ate, you know, ladus and all these kind of things, but I didn't. And I know it was, you know, my hat to Avyakti Parivar. I mean, they are creating a huge new CBC building in White House, I think, creating an incredible production that's getting really, really crazy there. And it's a lot of work. I mean, believe me, what they're doing, it's hours and hours, and maybe some of you are participating, but it's a lot of work. So definitely Baba was there. Sister Muni was trying hard to keep us, you know, lively, but I really had to reflect for myself and think, okay, this is not the way I remember celebrating Diwali. And the positive aspect I took from it was, okay, maybe, yeah, we don't have the extroverted aspect of Diwali this year. And I don't know if you heard, but even the Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, and here in Quebec, François Legault, made a special announcement to the Indian community to really play it low in the Diwali celebration. I don't know if you heard that, but Trudeau mentioned, don't go into extra, you know, demonstration or celebration for Diwali. Keep it simple at home and don't have big gatherings. They made an announcement yesterday. And so I thought, okay, we're not going into the extroverted form of Diwali that we love to celebrate. Some of the pictures of Madhuban were quite revealing. A lot of Deepaks, not a single BK in the picture. Sometime, I don't know if you noticed. It was pretty empty. There was just the candles, but either the souls already left the body, but there were no body around, nobody around. And so I thought, okay, what's the advantage or what's the positive aspect of it? And we may not like the fact that externally it's a bit less, cheerful than normal. But I thought the good thing is that it's forcing us to really look at the essence of the whole thing and say, am I really, celebrating the real Diwali? Am I really fully understanding that this is not time to go with the memorial? It's time to go with the origin of the memorial. And we don't want just to celebrate the memorial like we did in Bhakti, even though we're in Gyan, but we want to activate what created this memorial of Diwali. And it is a very introverted dynamic to question what is creating that inner light in me. And we've been talking a lot about the mind, the intellect, the heart, and the love, of course, but my deepest realization the last few months is all about rediscovering the subtlety and the power of sanskaras. And I'm coming to a conclusion at the moment, for me anyway, that everything is about sanskaras. And yes, it's nice to see, Rama fighting Ravan, and the stories has different versions, depending how much you want to entertain everyone with Lakshman and with Hanuman and the fire and the Sita screaming, yeah, Rama, and then the golden deer passing by, and then Toldi's going everywhere, and Ganesh dancing. You can make it quite, lovely Ramayana, Mahabharata, whatever. I mean, mix them all up with Santa
Claus. Ramayana in 60 seconds.
Yeah, this is it. And then, and then it became Diwali. So, okay, let's move that aside, which really, to me, we're forced to do at the moment. Remove all this, what Baba calls the paraphernalia, all the entertainment. And what is left? And really, who is battling inside of me? I don't believe anymore this is my mind or my feelings or my intellect. It's really about sanskaras. The only thing that really defines who I am, the only thing is the sanskara which is activated. And I started to really pay a lot of attention lately on this dynamic of sanskaras, asking myself, do I even know who's there? If you open your chest and you see a little monkey coming out, say, oh my goodness, Hanuman was in there. I open mine and there's an elephant, elephant man is there with Ganesh. But if you open, your heart, you say, Baba is in my heart. But if I open the DNA of the soul and I were to put my sanskaras on the table, do I have any clue? Really, what are the sanskaras on the table? What are those I want to keep and what are those that I'd like to, to just remove? And my personal journey at the moment is very much to go into deep silence and to try to see, can I play with the sanskar? Can I affect it? Because Baba keeps saying your good and bad sanskars are in the soul. So in a way, the deity sanskars are there, angelic sanskars are there, merchant, warriors, all the sanskars are there. How does it work? How does it really function that we reach the perfect karmatic stage when we're egoless, bodiless, viceless? Is it not just a question of sanskaras? I mean, Baba always says, Gyan, you won't take it to the golden age, but you will take the sanskaras of Gyan. I don't know about you, but okay, how do you do that? I know how to pack up my suitcase with my swimming suit and toothbrush and umbrella for going to Madhuban. Oh no, I don't take swimming suits to Madhuban. What do I take? Kurtas. Yeah, I take kurtas to Madhuban. We all know how to pack up for our physical suitcase. But what about those sanskaras? For me, I think this is where the mystery is all there. Is this whole management of sanskaras. And the real battle inside of us, I think for all of us, is about those real pure sanskaras versus the bad ones. And I started to check myself lately, and trying to be very quiet and just observing. And sometimes catching myself doing something and asking myself, hey, which sanskara is activated now? What is the sanskara responsible for what you're doing at the moment? And it's not just the doing, but it's, of course, we know it's the attitude, the atmosphere, the vibration. Sometimes it's not just one, of course, it's a set of sanskaras that is activated, making me do something. And I personally believe that any form of unhappiness, laziness, weakness, tiredness, confusion, ordinariness, struggle, just feeling sometimes of, are we done with this whole life? Can we go on and have our ladus and go home and then Om Shanti and just, can we rest a little bit in Paramdam? And, definitely all these thoughts, all these energies, feelings come from sanskaras. And the transformation of those sanskaras is the work that has to be done. And karmatic stage, if you go back to the Murli today with this concept that this is just a question of sanskaras, it's fascinating because it's aligning my sanskaras with Baba's sanskaras, of course. But how do I activate certain sanskaras so that they're real, authentic, and I'm not performing? I can be nice without feeling nice. That means it's not the sanskara activated, it's the intellect and the mind controlling my attitude, not the sanskara. If I really am nice because that's my sanskara in nature, but that's a different energy, that's a different level of functioning. And personally, I was really reflecting about Diwali, that I wrote a lot last night about, my pledge that this Diwali until 18th of January, and I didn't know the Murli today would be of an 18th of January. So I made myself a plan for now until 18th of January. And I felt I want to come on 18th of January with something that I can say, I ignited that last Diwali. You may interview myself next week and see if it lasted at least a week, but the intention is there. Let's see if it lasts until 18th of January, but that's my plan. And I want to come to 18th of January, 2021, knowing that time is really running out. And for me, I'm getting old BK now, apparently. So if you don't make it now, too late for me. So I feel the pressure. So what can I come up with on 18th of January that I ignited on this particular Diwali, which is today and yesterday? And I really feel that the flame that we talk about, this flame of the soul that God has come to ignite, I want to connect it with the sanskaras of the soul. And I started an exercise, which you may feel useful, I don't know, but it might be my complicated mind that works that way, or my obsessed, controlling freak attitude of everything has to be organized. That's my niece who tell me I'm a little bit obsessive with my organizing of everything. Ask Judy and Valerie. At the center, plants have to be where they have to be, not an inch on the left or the right. So I went into my head and I said, hello, who is in there? Come out, Sanskara. I want to know who you are. Reveal yourself. Finally, you are unmasked and you are being revealed on this Diwali. And this is how I launched a new war against Ravan, because Ravan is wearing masks like all of us. So we don't know what he's really hiding anymore. And so I started to try to identify. And I know sometimes we identify what are my good qualities, what are my less good qualities, but I tried more to start to define what will be 10 sanskaras that defines the good Eric, I would say, or the good part of me as a soul. Eric is just the icing on the cake. Eric is just the artificial external part of it, but the internal one, the soul, I'm trying to identify very specific sanskaras, not qualities, not virtues, a sanskar, and to name it, to recognize the sanskar. And these are the sanskaras I can identify in me that are getting better. And I know they are creating my specialties, my skills, my personality, but at the core, they are sanskaras. And then I'm making another column with, okay, what are the sanskaras that are really putting me into trouble all the time? What are the sanskaras that are creating the Shudra in me, the unhappiness, the limitation, the weaknesses, the old one, the one that is still not matching the karmatic stage? What are these sanskaras? And then there's a third column. Any sanskaras I don't have at all in me or I don't see yet, but I'd love to have them. So I might want to go either and steal them from someone, that's an option, or I can go and get them from Baba, which will be probably the best option. Other sanskaras that I haven't really identified. I don't remember the English word in the Murli today, but I was saying, if you still see these, and I'm talking about service, and you have to go beyond the link or the bondage. I was reading French in the Murli, but if you go beyond or if you go beyond the influence of the bondages in service of being susceptibilities or being sensitive, maybe, there was a word in French we say, it's like somebody tells something about you and you're very susceptible, you're very delicate in a way, and then you react because, and I was asking myself, oh, that's a good sanskara. Do I have that one? I mean, it's a good bad one. It's a one bad you want to remove. And I said, am I susceptible? Is it English word, Judy?
Delicateness is a good word.
Delicate, oh, delicate. I know that's another word that I use, I forgot. Delicate, maybe, if you want. And just asking myself, do I have that sanskar? And what is the sanskar under being delicate? And identifying that sanskar as being, of course, is connected to lack of self-respect and lack of self-esteem. This is the area that it will go under. But it's very much the sanskar of seeing myself in the eyes of others. How do I keep thinking of me based on how the people talk about me or write about me or tell me about myself? It's a sanskar. It's like somebody who wants to know something, and instead of searching by himself or herself in Google, it will call a friend or call many people. Can you tell me, it's a sanskar, just bothering people for silly things that Google can tell you in 1 second. That's a bad sanskar. Calling 10 people instead of doing Google search. I'm just joking, right? Don't take anything I say seriously. And please refer to Judy for any confirmation of anything I've said to make sure it's not completely going to ruin your Brahmin life for the next 21 births. So I don't want to be responsible. But yeah, I mean, sanskaras, what are those that are, being nurtured positively? What are those I really want to remove? And what are those I'd like to acquire? And I find this is quite fascinating work for me. And I want to prepare myself for 18th of January in this particular platform of reflection, because I really feel that the flame in the soul will burn only if the sanskaras, nature and sanskaras, what Baba called the nature and sanskaras, are at the right frequency, at the right level. If I try to create an behavior based on anything except the sanskaras, it's going to be labor. And I know for myself that sometimes based on the Murli, I would say, Baba wants me to do this. I have to be like this. I have to follow Srimat in that way. So my intellect and my mind, of course, and my heart, because I love Baba, pushed very hard to force me to behave in a certain way, which is okay. That's how we imply a new action. We create a new type of attitude. But we get tired of that because one day we realize that you keep trying to act in a certain way, but your old sanskar hasn't died yet. And dying alive is just about deactivating all the sanskaras of the last 63 births and reactivating sanskaras of the next 21 births. But in between, we're really in trouble because it's really, really not easy. And when we just think of how Baba sometimes describes body consciousness, as the main obstacle, but then when you think about sanskaras of body consciousness, well, you enter into, it's like the trunk is one, but the roots are a million. So body consciousness is one thing, but the roots of body consciousness, the sanskaras, are in everything. The way I drink a glass of something, or the way I eat something, the way I talk, these are all sanskaras. And to transform those sanskaras, to purify those sanskaras, I personally decided that to me, this will be my true Diwali. That I want to, okay, it will be less glamorous and less joyful. It sounds more like all right, it's a little bit more complicated than lighting a little tea light candle. But maybe this time we're going through at the moment, for me, forces us to face the reality of ourselves. There's nowhere we can go. I don't know if it was with you last time I shared, but I don't know if you know, but a long, long time ago, quite a few years ago, we had this whole reflection about the message. And we triggered a discussion, international discussion, with all the seniors participated, Sister Moini, Sister Genti, all of them, and many, many of other BKs. And the question was, can we define Baba's message that we want to share with the world? And the very interesting conclusion was, I don't even know if we all know or we don't all have the same understanding of what the message really is. And so we didn't go much anywhere with this. Baba came up with the thought that you are the message, and we like that. But one brother suggested at that time, a long time ago, I'm talking, must be 5, 6, 7 years, I think. And one brother said, the only thing we can do that will create a miracle is if you tell all the seniors and all the main instruments in the world to stop traveling for 1 year. And he said, we should just tell people, stop, stay in your center, stay home, and do the work. I swear, this is exactly, we have it on paper. I have this document. I remember who said that. And either his thought was extremely powerful. And when I look at what's happening today, I said, well, this is what's happening. Seniors are not traveling. Nobody is moving. And we have to create where we are. And many of us, I'm alone at home. Baba is doing all kind of things in the apartment. He took over, but we're a nice, odd, crazy couple here, living very happily in this apartment. Yeah, we're living with Baba, but I'm alone physically, yes, in Zoom and everything, but I've never had so much time, quiet, alone at home, to be with Baba and to reflect. And I think seniors are, not moving and creating a new space of reflection. So I really, really, really feel that this time, and we don't know how long, if they find a vaccine, I don't know, let's say next spring, back to normal, we can't next spring say, okay, now I'm going to listen to every system in his class and I'm going to do my own inner journey. Forget it. We won't have time. This is the time we're given right now. And Baba told us at the end, there will be lineups and we'll be busy with serving. So I'm really kind of not scared, but I'm concerned with my own personal journey, thinking, Eric, don't mess up. Don't be silly. Don't go and play tennis every day like that. Just stop it. Just go and do your work. Pay attention. This is now or never. This is really now or never. I won't get a chance like this to do the work. And as soon as the world goes back to crazy, can we just go even worse than it was before? So my personal Diwali is about these burning sanskaras and burning the old ones, but bringing the new ones in the flame of their reality. And if a sanskar is real, we know it conducts everything else. The golden age is what? Is souls with pure sanskaras having no efforts whatsoever to behave, to talk, to wake up, to eat. Technically golden age, there's zero effort, to make. And oh, Judy moved from one room to another. Is it possible? This is a miracle of Zoom. I thought they were totally different. I'm baffled now. I'm just, is it Judy there? She went from one room. She went from one room to another.
She teleported herself.
This is magic. I thought it were two different locations, but this is, yeah, two different rooms. Oh, we see. Beauty. So yeah, that will be my sharing for happy Diwali time. And I don't know if you find it uplifting or depressing, but yeah, let's stop cooking laddus. Let's try cooking sanskaras and see how we succeed in just, you can fry them, you can cut them in pieces, you can burn them, you can try the oven, you can try, I don't know, any kind of form of cooking that can change an old sanskara into a good new one. Let's share recipes afterwards, and that would be new ways of celebrating Diwali. But yeah, I really believe that the new world will be just about being a soul with a set of sanskaras that is just so beautiful that we have no efforts, because sanskaras took over. And the hard work was just to stop the old one, to destroy the soul, to dirt the soul. The last image I can share with you, which I found very entertaining, yesterday morning I had a thing. Oh, I came to see you yesterday morning. Sneaked in the Amrit Vela room for almost 40 minutes. So it was very lovely, very, very nice. I liked it. I enjoyed being in that space. And what actually, the churning that came afterwards, not during the meditation, but afterwards was, in the world, what we're dealing with at the moment is a virus, but the scope of things we have to remove, and that was connecting again with the sanskaras, was, and cleaning, it was in my mode of pre-cleaning for the whole day, was there's dust, there's dirt, there's germs, and there's virus. Is germs the same as a microbe? It's almost the same, no? A microbe is a germ or something like that. Anyway, germ, microbes, virus. I think that's about it, no? And so dust is very simple. You just blow it and it goes. Very simple. Some people are like that. You just blow and then they disappear. Om Shanti. It's just dusty moment. Sometimes dirt, you have to scrub it. A germ, that's a very different thing. You have to really work on it, and it's dangerous. And a virus, we know how bad the virus can destroy everything. And so in the process of cleaning my sanskaras and identifying the 10 sanskaras that I don't like too much in me, I'm putting them labels: dust, dirt, virus, definitely, microbe. So I create a number-wise range of sanskaras. Some are just dusty, some are dirty, some are germ, some are viruses. The viruses are really the nasty ones. So you can entertain yourself with these. Is this a dusty sanskar, or is it a germinating sanskar? I can't see if you're laughing or not, so I'm laughing all by myself. I see Judy is smiling at least. She must be thinking, gosh, how long is it? Still talking. That's a sanskar, I'm sorry. I don't know if it's a good one or bad one. Anyway, so lovely, and thank you for inviting me. Might be traffic control now, no? So I hope you're well and you're all celebrating. I know we're joking and entertaining ourselves. I am totally aware that some of you may have, I don't know, I hope no one is affected by the virus in your family or in your close one or dear ones. I know some in Calgary family have been affected also by departure of parents. In Montreal also we have a few of people who are not with COVID, but I think it's a time when a lot of people of my lucky age are losing their parents. And I think right now, just the last week, roughly, I think there's about 5 parents of friends or BKs that I know who just left the body just in the last week. So I know many are losing their mother, their father, and that's always a our thoughts go to them to keep their stage strong, unshakable, immovable. But I hope you all safe and stable in the rail of drama. And if you need anything, if there's anything that anyone can do for you, yeah, just call Judy. She'll be normally the sentence go by, if there's anything we can do, I'm available. But since Judy is there, I can volunteer her. No, seriously, if there's anything that we can do, yeah, we can. The family is here to help each and every one, and it's good that you are still, smiling, and the family is strong. You are holding a very, very big responsibility in Calgary. You have key instruments that are having an impact in the nation and in the world. I mean, you're maybe national treasure, but you have another one with you that is impacting the whole world. Judy is working for the whole world. Mahendra has been helping us tremendously in many ways, Nora and all the other angels. So congratulations, and thank you for holding the flame, the Calgary flame, nicely lit. I sent a message yesterday in which I just had the trance experience, I think. I don't go to France anymore. I just go to trance now. It's much easier. No need to go to France. And yeah, I really saw yesterday this beautiful Canadian family. And I don't know if it's attachment or love. I have to check my list of sanskaras and with their categories, but I think it's love. And I really feel that that quality of love, will be the flame that we will offer to the whole world. And when we're loving, I mean, I got a message from, can't name, but someone who said, we just wish we can all move to Canada. You got it all right over there, with your Luckik, but also a Luckik. And they said how you are organizing things, how you are experiencing yourself as a family. This is a beauty. Maybe how to say in English, do they say that small is beautiful? Is it how we say sometimes? In French, there's a saying like this, small is beautiful. And we're a small family compared to some other, certainly in India or other countries, but it's a beautiful family. So it's a pleasure to be a part of it, to be having that opportunity to be with you all this morning and to celebrate Diwali in a way you didn't expect, right? The burning of sanskaras. So, Judy?
It's very good, Eric. Thank you. I feel as I was listening to you that you came with Toli. You came with very big, colorful ladus.
I did.
You were sharing something quite substantial. But Diwali time, everyone wears colorful clothing. As always, you have a very colorful way of sharing, which is good, but very substantial.
What do you mean? I'm still tan?
That too, but very substantial, very relevant, because this is our little Diwali celebration this morning. And so your sharing, I found very thought-provoking, very useful, and a very nice launching into the rest of our morning celebration. So thank you. But you always share in such a colorful way, so it will stay with us. Like a laddu, I have to eat a laddu very slowly. I nibble at it, so I will nibble at your sharing. It'll take me a while to digest, but it was very good. And we appreciate so much the time that you've given. It's such a pleasure. I feel that you are here with us in Calgary. I've always felt that. And when you were sharing about the family and whether it's love or attachment, I've always felt Baba has a third eye. Just like us. And his third eye is just for Canada. He keeps the third eye just on us. And he has a very special mission for us. And he's put a very special instrument at the helm in charge of the special mission. So I always feel very confident, very comfortable with you as the instrument at the helm. I think everyone's inspired to be part of a mission that's based on love, and our hearts are 100% committed to where the family is going and what we will reveal and what message we will reveal to the world. So deeply appreciate your time this morning. It's very, very special. I don't know if anyone wants to unmask and say hello.
Yeah, Mahendraji.
Om Shanti, Eric, bye.
Hello, Shanti. It will be special when God says, "I always kept an eye on you." The third one. Oh, there are more angels. Acha, very nice.
Bye,
The
Jason.
altar is here. What is? Oh, it's a beautiful gift. Thank you.
I think he's giving to you. He's giving.
Yeah, I can feel it.
Okay.
It's safe. And a blessing card.
These are handmade by Swati.
Wow.
Yeah, each one. Can you hear Mahendra, Eric?
I cannot hear Mahendra
Okay,
now.
he's just sharing. This is a handmade blessing by Swati Ben. I think he was going to read. I think he's pointing at Judy to read. But I'm in the wrong room.
Maybe he's telling you to go over there. I don't know.
I think he'll try. I'm not sure. Okay,
Oh,
I can hear you. I can repeat.
They unmute.
Are you far from the camera?
I think we have to, yes.
Should I bring the blessing card? Oh,
But
their
he-
microphone
Eric
on that
can't
side. And
It's
on
far from the camera.
Their microphone on the mix board, Tima Ben, needs to be turned on. On the mixer, the microphone has to be turned on, the knob. Oh.
Can you hear me?
And I can hear you with echo even, double.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's very
Excellent.
almighty.
So here's the blessing from Baba to you, and it's so beautiful by the journey you are going through. Your courage, filled with patience, uplifts the atmosphere, the light of peace. So again, your courage, filled with patience, uplifts the atmosphere, the light of peace.
And I don't know if you heard that, the first word that Baba spoke to me physically in this world was the word courage. So when I met Baba the first time, when I went to Madhuban, the first line of the blessing, he started, "You are the one with a lot of courage, are you not?" That's the first thing he told me. And I almost said no, but I was told never to say no to Baba right away.
So this is where Eric, by being a national treasure, that's the quality you have, which you are holding. The family of Canada, so much beautifully and loving, that I can really feel the love that Baba is pouring through you as an instrument, and Baba is making me as well, kind of same or similar. So thank you so much for your sharing. Om Shanti. So we'll
Thank you,
keep this
Mahendra
for
ji.
you. I'll pass on to Judy Ben to see how you can get this physically.
It will come. It will come. I'm sure she'll find a way. You see, I brought back from my office this one, this picture behind me. I don't know if you can see, but it's actually the bottom of a lighthouse.
Yeah.
And the lighthouse is being bombarded by the ocean. But there's one person in the door right there. It's actually, there's a man standing at the door in the lighthouse, and he's just going to close the door when the waves hit. And I've always kept that picture in my office for the past, 15 years, I think, more than that. And I was born near that lighthouse. This is this is in Brittany, in France. And I went many times to watch this lighthouse. And as a kid, I was fascinated by, how do they build these things to sustain so many waves, and it's being hit by the ocean all the time, but it stands. And without those lighthouses, boats will crash all the time in Brittany. And I always like that picture because instead of putting just the focus on the light, it focuses on the foundation. And for us, I think this is my whole holding the foundation. And if that foundation is strong, doesn't matter the waves, you can be, so for me, courage, thank you for the blessing. It reminds me of, this is the image that I should stay with.
And just the beautiful picture behind, which is hiding, I see that you are truly a living Ganesh as well. Om
It's
Shanti.
there.
Yeah.
You want to see a very cute one?
Sure, I love those.
Hold on, give me 1 second, I'll be right back.
Maybe he's becoming one.
If we all eat enough ladus, we'll all become one.
I can
So
check.
be prepared.
Be prepared, Ganesh. Om Shanti.
He's a big Ganesh. All right. Well, this is Diwali time, right? So we do crazy things. So this is for Judy.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's a jasmine.
Yes.
Beautiful. We're receiving the fragrance.
Jasmine, Eric Bhai, in the place where he lives.
Such a
Beautiful.
powerful
Every
fragrance.
12 months.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Nice jasmine. And be careful, this is my favorite Ganesh.
Oh.
Oh.
He's cute, huh?
Yeah.
And this is little
very
mouse?
nice. Yeah,
The little mouse is there.
Yes. Very good.
And yes, of course, where are they?
Next to the mouse.
Here, they're the ladus. There's the ladus.
You
But
brought
because you are all wonderful family, well, there might be ladus for everyone. I don't know. Let's see what came through the mail yesterday. Well, they're almost ladus. If I put two of them like this together, they look like a ladu. Donuts ladus or McDonald's. The M ladus. Otherwise, I have tosha.
Oh. Wow.
And then there's this little kind of dilkush one.
Yeah. Where did this come from?
And this is moon toli. I don't know what they call it. We'll call them moon toli. I think they're like banana fries or something like that. So yeah, this is Happy Diwali with tolis and my dear one.
Eric, I'm flying. I'm coming to you.
Come. You'll get them all. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Eric. It's such a treat to have you. We should have you come more often. It's very easy now.
You don't have much expense with flight tickets anymore, so
Exactly.
in a second.
We'll have you come more often. Lots and lots of love from all of us. We so appreciate your sweet.
Thank you all. Thank you for inviting me. Happy to see you all. And those I don't know as much, or we have maybe met only last time I came. I wish you well, all my dear brothers and sisters, and lots of love from the heart. And yes, we're all on the same journey and happy to be with you all. So all the best. Happy Diwali, everyone. And yeah, we'll meet again anytime.
Happy Diwali. Happy Diwali. And give our love to Montreal. Give our love to Montreal.
I will give them all.
Thank you.
Okay, open your mouth. Good. Om Shanti, everyone.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
We can sit each other. Om Shanti. Devang Bhai, Monica.
Om Shanti.
Mahendra Bhai. Valerie.
So we'd like to invite you now back into having an experience of Diwali out here. So please join us.
So we
No, I
need,
can transfer host to the other room.
okay, so I think we have to go back to live stream.
Oh, I go back to
I
live.
think so.
So should we end there?
I think so.
Or do you want us to,
Let Suma know that we're going back to live stream. Suma Ben, we're gonna go back to live stream.
Okay, so we are going to start live.
Thank you. Could you send me the link for that so I can join the live stream?
Sure, no
live stream
problem.
is just Ruby class.
It's just Murli class. Do you have that link, Suma, or no?
I will
I don't.
Okay, no problem. We'll send it.
in the WhatsApp.
Mahendra
If
will
it's
send
in
it what-
WhatsApp and I can get it, yes.
Okay,
This
we'll
is
send
through
it-
WhatsApp.
Okay, we'll send it that way.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Okay, Om
Om
Shanti.
Shanti. Om
Suma
Shanti.
Ben. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
I'm just going to just stream from here then,
Okay.
like both rooms. No, we don't need both rooms. We just need the main room, right?
In
Because
here?
Are we staying,
I
We
think
are
they
staying
told
in
us to
here.
come over there.
all of us? We're
That's what he just said. I'm not sure
Yes.
we're gonna go, but. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Kamlesh Bhai and Sunita wants to leave.
Okay,
If you want to.
sure.